Sunday. Nope, Saturday. Damn it. I did it again. I wrote Happy Sunday on the video. Thanksgiving always screws me up. And I always think, just today feels like a Sunday. Hold on. It says I lost connection on TikTok. Hold on. Hold on. It says unstable connection on TikTok. Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday, not Sunday. Darn it. Good afternoon. It is freezing out here this morning. We had frost on the ground. For us, that is cold. Right? It was in the 30s last night, so it's freezing. It's Saturday. What you guys up to? What you doing? How's it hanging? Are you moving and grooving yet? Yeah, it's cold for us. Hi, Manifest. How are you? So anything below 60 is freezing. Yes. People don't understand that, Richard. So hi, Goodman. I have a friend who's in Canada, and she yells at us, hi, Sleeps. You don't know what cold is. You don't know what cold is. This is my straight jacket, Deb. My straight jacket. Good morning from Portland. I said, cold is subjective, right? To the environments you're in. This is cold for Californians. We are in the 40s. It's freezing. Y'all, we're ready to shrivel up, and we are ready to not go outside because it's cold. It's like Florida dropping down in the the 30s. All the Floridians would be like, what the fuck did we do? I don't know, George. Betty. I don't know, honey. We gotta stay inside. It's 60, it's like 50 degrees here. I know, buddy. What the hell? I don't know. Let's bundle up. I know, Les, don't worry. It's happening over on this side too. Michigandier weather? Yes. No, some places in Michigan. Did you snow? We're in our igloos here. See? You're Floridians. If it drops below 60, y'all freaking out. What the fuck? It's Florida. We're in the equator. We should not have a sweatshirt on. Ever. It's a bit chilly. I'm chilly. Notice my jacket. It's 20 here. I know, Elizabeth. I know there are places on this earth that are a lot colder than the 40s. But for California, we're freezing. Check on your California friends, y'all. It's cold. Not much today. Hi, Lee to Lee. Not much today. I know, Portland. Is it probably raining too? It's chilly. It'll probably be in the 60s today. I'm trying, Trey. I'm trying. So you hit 20s? No, we didn't hit 20s. I think we were mid 30s. Yes, so today, y'all, YouTube, you have a choice, you don't have a choice, but I can't do 50,000 different things. But I'm gonna try today, before I leave, to switch over to, I was still on YouTube, but the subscriber live on TikTok. I really want to get this up and going so I can do fun things for you guys, pop-ups and stuff like that. So, Goodman already said hi for the love of Pete. So, y'all, if you don't have the subscription, subscribe. You can only do it when I'm on a live because I'm going to start doing some fun stuff, which means no trolls, just the friends that want to be here. Yes, so I'm gonna try it at the end. If you guys are interested in more Danielle and everything else surrounding her, then join the subscription. Pay attention then, Goodman. So fun stuff. So those of you on YouTube that have said that, join Patreon or join TikTok for the additional. I can't keep up with another subscription on a different channel. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, Donnelly. So I came out in a little irritated mood today, and I'm going to tell you. And it's not meant to bring the trolls in, which, you know, they come in, they roll in no matter what. But my husband he's been on my ass lately. He's been on my ass. And I have always said, once I have to get on social media and change who I am, I don't want to do it anymore. I want to be me. You know, if people want to judge me, if people want to assume the worst in me, that's on them. I don't owe anybody, hi Susan, I don't owe anybody any explanation or any proof that I'm a good person. Dan always reads the comments on the live, and so he's like, I really think, and I've already changed enough on the live. I've already changed. I'm trying not to cuss as much because that's something he wants to do as a couple, right? Yay, and Finn, let's do it. And I'm trying to subdue myself. Last night was subdued, you know? He was picking on me. The trolls were picking on me. Now I pick on Dan, that's fine. But I think I have scaled back on picking on the trolls in the evening lives. I felt that I'm like gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, you know, as a couple, I'll scale back. And a lot of you are like, yeah, but you're not the same. Well, no, he doesn't want me to be like I am here. This one, he says, do whatever you need to do. But when we're together, you gotta be different. I don't know if I can do that. That means I have to act and be somebody I'm not. I'm quick-tempered. My mouth likes to spew shit. I am who I am. I'm not trying to win any popularity contests, right? I am me. I'm me. People have a problem with it. That's not my fault. That's their choice. Hasef. FD, Seth. People have a choice. But I feel like I'm already feeling conflicted, right? Because my husband's asking that I be a certain way, which means I have to change. Me. I have to be different. That takes work. So that really pisses me off. JCS, I don't have to agree with my husband or you. Why? This is me. Like me, love me, or don't. If you don't, get the fuck off. It's very simple. I'm not going to act. I'm not going to be somebody that I have to really focus on working and lying to y'all, right? Oh, I knew this was it. Nev Bell. Being mean to you is not okay, but to call people trolls for giving their opinion is not nice. Nev, I really wish you could expand your mind a little bit and understand that opinions are one thing, right? Everybody has one. They're just like assholes. But opinions are subjective. And opinions people like to attack. And people like to, I don't care about fucking opinions, Nev. That's the problem people want to see. They assume I have problems with opinions. No, Nev, Bell. What I have problems with is the troll-like behavior. It's not an opinion. They do things on purpose. They say things because they know. It's not an opinion. It's hate. It's attacking. That's not an opinion. That's not an opinion. Now, open your eyes and expand your brain. Trolls also see what they want to see. And I am entitled to an opinion. But when I give somebody my opinion, it's very open and it's very 360. I can see both sides of everything.
These are not trolls, by the way.
And yes, Chris, not all opinions are welcome. Like, I may sometimes think of things and want to give my opinion to a friend, but I keep my fucking mouth shut. You know why? Because what's the point? People do it, thank you, Kenneth. People do it to be mean. People do it to get a rise. People do it for deflection. People do it to make themselves feel better. It's not an opinion. An opinion is respectful. Nev. It's respectful.
These aren't people.
So my point with Dan was, I'm not going to change who I am. Hi, Pluck. I'm not changing who I am. I've already stopped cussing a lot. I've already reduced myself to not communicating to the idiots out there. The people who attack me. Attack me. My character. My person. My humor. I'm not going to please everybody, right? I'm not going to even when I change and sit there quietly with a smile on my face and nod, people are going to have something to say. It doesn't matter what I do. People have already assumed the worst in me. I'm not trying to change their opinion of me. I don't give a shit. I know what I provide to my family. I know that despite my coping mechanisms with getting through life, I'm a good person, I'm a strong person, and I'm not going to be silenced. Just because people have an opinion about how I should act, that's fine. Dan, I know he's dying right now because he wants to say.
But no, that's not what I'm talking. I'm not talking about the trolls, and I'm not talking about this broadcast. The one thing I'm saying is the evening broadcast is a much bigger, broader audience. The people are there for Grandpa, they're there for me, they're there for all sorts of different things.
So you want me to act?
I don't want you to act.
Yes, because that's acting.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you just have to be aware that there's a lot more people out there that, aren't used to it. They don't understand our thing.
They don't have to.
I didn't understand until I went to the comments today because it's so normal for me. But when the banter, people got really upset over when you were calling me an asshole and a narcissist, even though
I did not call you a narcissist.
You did. I watched it. You did, and there's people are putting the time that you did, actually spelling it out. And go to this moment, 4305, and that's when you do. You're an asshole, you're a narcissist, you were a narcissist, all this shit. And I know that that's us, but they don't know that, right? They're a big, broader audience that doesn't watch the morning show. They may not have seen our other stuff.
They're fucking weird, and they have too much time on their hands.
It's not that they're weird. They're
okay,
just
I will sit
people.
there.
Again, I'm not going to argue with you, and I'm not trying to make you defensive or become
yeah, but it's irritating. You're asking me
to
be something I'm not.
I'm aware of the extreme when you're.
That means I have to overthink everything. And last night,
overthink everything.
Yes, because last night I was sitting there trying to contain myself. I wanted to say so many more things. I wanted to be snarky, but I didn't because you have asked me not to. And then what did you do? You called me a bitch. You called me. You said I have resting bitch face. How come they're not getting mad at you?
I did not say that ever.
You did.
Where I said
you did. You say, look at your face. You have resting bitch face.
I did not say resting bitch
yes,
face.
you did. Go look back at the fucking video.
I'm just watching it right now.
Yeah.
The point is,
you call me, but people attack me, but they don't look at
what difference does it? Why are you saying that?
Go by. Go away.
I mean, that has nothing to do with it. If people are giving me a pass, that doesn't. I'm not talking about me. I'm saying for you.
Oh, you're
it's
telling
not
me.
affecting me.
Yeah, but you don't see the big picture. You choose to not look at the broader scheme of things because you never do. Oh, then he's walking away. Yeah, because you've asked me to be and to
Just pointing out what's happening.
yeah. There we are. I see mean at times. Joan, I'm sure what are you right now? You're calling the kettle black, right? You see mean at times. Exactly what are you doing right now? What are you doing? You're being mean. What's the point of saying that if you're not trying to poke and to prod and to call me mean? You are no different than what you're calling me by doing that, right? Come on, open your mind. Think about it. Those are opinions you need to keep to yourself because you know what? Most people like you, you are being offensive, Joan, because if I thought that, I would never say it to somebody. You're doing it on purpose. That's an opinion. Where is fucking Nev now? That's your opinion. Some opinions don't need to be said because it's there for hate. It's there to be mean. No shit, I can be mean sometimes. But what you're thinking is mean is in actuality not. You assume that I'm being mean. You're assuming that I'm being mean. But you don't know our relationship. Do you think if I was being mean, my husband would want me to post those videos? Think about it, Joan. Think about it. Hi, Brent. Thank you, Brent.
Here, they don't know the relationship. That's my point. They don't know. Right?
Dan,
Is
right, my point is that if I was being mean and if you didn't like it.
I didn't say it's nothing to do with me.
My
it doesn't bother
point,
me
you're not
one
listening.
bit.
Shut your mouth and listen, open your ears. If at whatever reason, if we're posting something on social media, right?
You want me to get put me on and then you go out on the room?
Listen to me. You can't even fucking listen.
I'm saying I can get on and we can do
You're
it
not
together.
listening.
What?
When we put something on social media,
Like a lie.
whether it's your dad,
Yeah.
a live, our bantering, people need to assume that we're acting. We're social media. We're trying to make each other laugh. We say all the time, I always hashtag, this is us. This is us.
But we're exaggerating and they don't
Right,
know that.
but it doesn't matter. It's such fucking media.
But still, that's right. It's
to-
social media.
They
We're
should
putting it out there.
understand that if in any way they go in and they protect you. They protect you because they think, God, you're so mean. You need to divorce her. You need to do that, which is fine. Let them think what they want to. But they have to also open their mind and
Those
think,
are not what I'm worried
can I
about.
fucking finish? That they all also have to realize that if for some reason it wasn't okay, we wouldn't put it on social media.
Right, but it's not about me and you. I'm not talking about me and you or whether it's okay between us. I'm saying that you're unintentionally pushing away people that would otherwise support you, right? Or that would, they perceive it differently than you intended. And
Dan doesn't.
But that happens anytime you're putting yourself out to the public. That can happen. That's why people they carefully, that they protect their public image and think it happens. Even what's her name on that television show? It's a super popular person.
Everybody, and that's the thing, Taz. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. It doesn't matter how hard I work to change who I am.
That's not true.
It's true.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You want me to be fake?
No, I don't want you to be anything but what you
That's
are.
what
But
you're saying.
there was only a few instances where you people get upset.
But they don't get upset when you call me a bitch.
Again, you want to talk about me or you?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Make your choice.
No, make your choice.
I'm talking about you. If you want to talk about me, we can talk about me. But let's keep it one or the other.
Alex, don't worry about it. I'm not. I will sit there, and if you guys come on and watch me and I'm quiet, it's because
that's
we're going to be worried. Well, Chucky, I say the same thing. They should get off the channel if they get upset.
Well, they are.
It's good. Then they
enjoy the other parts of the channel.
Okay, well then they can come back and come and choose. Then when Grandpa's on. Okay, so now you're losing people because it's me.
It's not me. I'm talking about, wow.
This is so exhausting.
You don't like it. I'm just telling you what
No,
I'm saying,
you're right, because I'm not going to change. That's the difference of opinions between you and me. I've worked hard to be the person who I tell my people to be. And now you're saying, listen to the other people.
That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying there was maybe 2 sentences that really offended people. And when we're on...
Because if I called you a narcissist, how did that offend people?
I don't know, but it does if they think you're being serious.
Okay. Well, then they need to look at the big picture themselves and realize
all
the
they
whole
see are
night
the videos.
you were prodding me.
Yes.
Calling me a bitch.
I was on you all night.
But see how
I didn't call you a bitch.
You did. You said, "Why is it you have?" Look at your face.
Well,
look at your face.
Yes, that was.
Look at your face. No, you've said it the whole night. Go back and rewatch the live.
Somehow we keep going back to me. I don't.
Oh, I'll ask. But here's the thing, is if I'm calling my husband a name, that's my thing. That's our thing. He was calling me a fucking bitch all night long. So I can't poke at him, but when I poke, people don't like it. Because they look at Dan like this fucking shining star and this great sun and everybody else, and I'm just a piece of shit on the floor. And you never defend it. You let it go.
So you want to just talk?
Yes, I do, because people, you need to explain to those people what it is. Support me. Double standards, always. I'm just saying it. James, Lily, we are not getting social media to get into our relationship. But I will not change myself because people don't like my word choices. He never defends me, and that's a big problem. And that's the thing. And it's been a thing from the beginning. Like, if you set the tone for your audience, right? If you set the tone for your people, I don't think I would get picked on as much, right? Because even though majority of you get it, right? But the stupid cluster of people who want to see me in a bad light, and they love Dan, right, and Grandpa, and they're only here for me, or them, whatever. I'm not trying to win those people over. I'm not trying to win those people over. Because to me, those are closed-minded people. They don't have to understand our relationship. But our relationship is what it is. And you can see it the way you want to see it. You can enjoy it, right? But you don't have to. But don't tell us to change because you don't like it. When we do lives, it's not scripted. You know? When we do live, we say things. We do things to make people laugh, to have fun with it. But who are you to judge? Just because we put ourselves out there, it gives you the right to judge and give an opinion? And to be an asshole? No. So that's been our argument today. There's a difference about an opinion, Taz. But opinions are not what I have problems with. That's what I told Dan. Opinions are not what I have problems with. Disrespect is what I have problems with. Disrespect. And the people who say, well, I'm giving a valid opinion. No, you're not. Because you're being disrespectful. Your opinion was disrespectful. I think you're mean sometimes, okay? How is that an opinion that's supportive? How is that a respectful opinion? That's not. That's hate, right? That's what it is. Castle Rock. It doesn't give people the right to be assholes. That's it. People think because you put yourself out there that it gives them the right to be mean. Why? And because I defend myself and I stand up for myself, because I'm the only person who can and does, right? It's rude. It's rude. It's rude. I do too, user. I think he needs to be more, he encourages a lot of the trolls. I mean, I'm mean to him, right? So I do it on purpose, right? It's not mean. I poke because that's what we do. It doesn't mean, I gotta make sure that's not my gardener in my new truck. No, it's not. But that's what we do. But I think a lot of it stems from, his inability to see the things that float across the screen every night, right? I literally thought I did a good job last night and the last couple nights. I will not comment on negative behaviors. Won't do it. Won't do it because that goes against everything I stand for. Hi Irish, how are you? Yeah, well, Pat, and if you're on at night, you'll notice that lately, no, he doesn't, Alex, and it's just frustrating. Chrissy, I was snugged up in a blanket because when I'm worried about those things that my husband wants me to watch, I shut down because I don't know how to not be myself. You know what I mean? I don't know how to not comment without being sarcastic. That's me. Shit. So when I'm quiet on a live, most likely it's because I'm over fucking thinking because I can't speak without getting ridiculed from my husband or my fucking trolls. That's it.
I alter my behavior, right? I did it. I don't swear. I swear every other word when I'm not on.
Swearing is different than you asking somebody to change their personality.
I didn't say change your personality at all. That's what you hear, and all
That's
you do
what
is
you
blame it
said.
on me and trolls. I'm just saying, do what I did. I just try and modify my behavior so that I don't. When you talk to a lot of people that are very different than us, you have to modify so that you
Dan,
can
this
bring
is
in
what you're
more.
creating. You can be blind, but you talk's horrible to Grandpa. But I like Dan. I stay blessed.
I don't create that. I am not creating that, Danielle.
Yeah, because by what you're saying.
I'm not creating that. That's my point. It's nothing to do with me.
When you talk to me about talkings to Grandpa, I stay blessed. That's one of those.
That I'm not talking about that.
Hold on.
You take
That-
your grandpa.
That
I'm not
is-
talking about
can
trolls.
I gotta reply to this nincompoop.
You're great with grandpa.
I talks
You're the second best.
fine to Grandpa. And if I talk so bad to him, why would he not forget my name? Tosking. It's talk. You have already assumed the worst in me because that's what you want to look at, right? Again, you're assuming that Dan is that much better than me in those situations.
Bringing me into it.
Because she said, I like Dan.
Okay, but why? Well, why do you have to
My
come back
Comcast-
and knock me down?
My
when you're defending yourself?
Comcast, I'm just saying,
Defend yourself without knocking me down.
Comcast is here. So you're gonna have to show them that he already knows what he needs to do.
Okay. What was he doing? Installing cameras?
Cameras, security system.
How you doing? I'm doing great, man. Thanks for coming on a Saturday.
Hold on really quick. It's a different guy. Hold on. Oh,
Hello, how you doing?
hi. I thought you were gonna
Are
be
you
the
still
same
on?
guy. Yeah, I'm still on.
All right.
The guy who was here last time said he would be here today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, some guys, they
Yeah, I mean, what I'm talking about is not between her and I or criticism. It's just, we're out there in front of a lot of people, right? Right now, there's 500 people on Danielle's morning thing at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
give you a heads up first.
All I'm saying is it's not for me. I mean, she is, we have our banter online and, but you just have to be aware there's people out there that aren't used to our banter. That's it. And I do defend her, I mean, without question, unconditionally defend her. When people talk about grandpa or how she treats grandpa or what she does for the family, all of those things, absolutely stellar. 10 out of 10. Of course, everyone, people love her, but she, when this audience, her audience loves her, she's great. I love it. I love the banter, but there are more people watching at night that are just looking for Danielle and I. Half those people are there for grandpa. Dan acting. Yeah, our interactions are real issues that we hyperbolize, right? They're real issues that we deal with, and we just extrapolate and build on them and try and be entertaining with real life issues that are issues, but they're not. Once we're off, it's not like we sit and are angry at each other for things that we said on lives. But other people may not get that. All I'm trying to tell her is, hey, be aware of that, and scroll back some of the comments that other people might find over the top or across the line, because there's a lot of people out there that are different than us and live differently and have different values or what have you. And this is an inclusive channel. It's we want to bring people in and make it fun. We don't want people to feel uncomfortable or what have you. Grandpa is inside eating, user 297-666-487-8096. With the conversation that's going on tonight, see, I'm attacking somebody. You're asking where Grandpa is. Yeah, I mean, I'm not angry at Danielle or trying to censor her at all. Just for her own well-being, who wants to read those comments? And it's easy to change it. It's easy. I don't swear as much. And it didn't really change my show much. It didn't really change a whole lot. I'm just a little bit more mellow. I will say hi to Grandpa Brad. Jana, she can do whatever she wants on her page. She doesn't check her videos with me. On her lives, she does whatever she wants. I'm just saying, when we're talking to a larger audience, if there's 3,000 people, 4,000 people, a lot of those people are there for Grandpa or for other things, and we just have to be sensitive to that. That's all. Danielle is sparky, yeah. No, and I love her spark and her emotion. I like it personally. She doesn't enjoy all of the negative comments. So I'm just saying, you can change that yourself. I mean, when I first got on with my dad, I don't know if you remember, but the first video that blew up, it was me screaming at my dad. And man, there were, tens of thousands of comments just ripping me to shreds, absolutely destroying me. And I kind of took it as constructive criticism and tried to see the other side of it. And I did see the other side of it. And all she does is complain on her lives. That's not true. That's her shtick, right? And that's okay to, we are about, marital conflict and the difficulty of life and dealing with kids, and we try and do it with humor, and we try not to whitewash or, make it look like, like, hey, we're the perfect couple, or none of that, right? We just try and be real. In fact, we exaggerate and play on those things, but not everybody gets it. Just like when we do a commercial, right? It's totally fake. Or House Guests from Hell. It's totally made up, scripted, but some people think it's real. And they're angry. How dare those women? It's just fun. This is social media. Only problem is we're lay people. We're not professionals. We're not thick-skinned. We don't have PR firms. We don't have any of that stuff. People out there worrying about our public image. Nothing, none of that. We're on with a lot of people, and it's just us doing our thing. And we're just trying to cope with it, like with everything else. And, as you grow on social media, problems do grow, and you're watching it. And we're doing it right here on a live, which I think is fine, because, again, we're not here to hide anything. It's just we're trying to do the best we can. And there are a lot of trolls out there, but I'm not talking about the trolls. I'm talking about people in the comments that didn't troll in comments, that are just saying, hey, that was a little over the top for me, or that was a little cringe. And I went back and I watched it, and I could see how people could say that, even though at the time, because it's Danielle and I, and we understand each other. It didn't bother me, but it did bother other people.
Because I'm kind of lost right now too. I don't know what
Now, when people say she's mean to Grandpa, I'm the first person to stand up and go, look, she's there every day taking care of Grandpa. I'm not there, she's there. She's feeding him. She's giving him milk. She's wiping his face. She changes him. I mean, she does everything for Grandpa, right? That's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about social media, our personalities on social media. That's it. With Grandpa, absolutely, I couldn't. I mean, I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. That's without saying. Some people think it's real too. I know. We're not letting viewers control Trucker Bear, not at all. And there's no censorship. I'm just saying, be a little careful about what you say when you're talking to a broader audience. When you're here talking to people that are on here every day and they know you and they get you, and you're bagging on me, I watch and I'm laughing at I'm smiling at half the things on those lives. It helps entertain me on my walks, right? It doesn't bother me one bit, but it does bother some people. Yeah, now Grandpa is less on lives now because, as you know, we protect Grandpa, and he has not been his stellar self, and he's more unpredictable. So he's not been on lives as much because, once he gets a little better and comes into his own a little bit, he was screwed up by the time change, the fall. I assume he'll hopefully be able to get back on. He's wonderful when he comes on, but Grandpa's, we're beholden to his condition and how he's doing in the moment. And our first priority, Danielle and mine, is to protect Grandpa. He never forgets Danielle, which is true. Because she's there. He missed me on Thanksgiving when I wasn't there. So Danielle and I are both really big in his lives, and he's not perfect unless we're both there or dealing with him. I mean, even when my brother came over, right, it was still Danielle that was his primary go-to. His condition has progressed, Sursup, and it will continue to progress. That's the nature of the horrible illness.
I know, but that's what I'm thinking.
Why aren't you on the treadmill? I'm on the treadmill. I'm just not walking. I've got a cup of coffee. I like to walk out. I don't like treadmills. I don't know how the hell she does it. I mean, she runs and she's on here talking. She's in wonderful shape.
I don't know what happened. And then it took me
He's known Danielle for at least 30 years. I mean, a long time.
job is going to take me 4.5 hours, he said. He said, he's all, the cameras will not hook up to your screen.
Yeah, no, this is Elizabeth. I'm not on here. We're not arguing or even talking about this channel. We're talking about when we're on lives at night, when there's a lot broader audience and people that are there, a lot of them just for Grandpa, right? And they don't get it. They look at our bickering. For the people that know, it's great. I love it. It's hopefully entertaining. It is. We have fun. It's like us. That's like, it's kind of like us and exaggerated the way we would be if we were out at a sushi bar, drinking a beer and eating our sushi. That would be kind of us, but just exaggerated. Yeah, Lily, people are going to go after us and Danielle for no reason, and you can't do anything about those people. I mean, I'll tell you, you know, Danielle is normally, she's consistent. She controls herself, but when she gets going or she gets upset, it's very whether she's on a live with 10,000 people or at home, you know, she has a she her feelings are expressed one way or another, either in her face or in her voice or something. She cannot, I mean, she's going to be Danielle. There's nothing I can do, or I would never try and censor it because it's wonderful. I'm just saying, those few times when, yeah, she's very real. And, I don't want to change that at all. I just be aware when there's more people on. That's all. Because we're out in front of a lot of people. You can't cage a butterfly, Chrissy. That's a very sweet thing to say. And I do defend the wifey, Rowdy Rudy. This conversation did not start online. I was just saying, Danielle, you'll attract more people and retain more people with a little less negativity. Don't cut it out, but just be aware that there's some people that don't get that humor. So that's all it is. And I had to modify myself. I don't swear. I'm careful about what I say not because I'm afraid to be myself, but because, Dan Salinger sent you a message, but because, I'm aware there's more people out there, that are beyond me or whatever my particular values are. And it's not like I want to cater to them. I just don't want to offend people. And if I can do the same show without offending people, then I'd prefer to do it that way. My birthday was uneventful, KJ. It was on like a Tuesday. I helped my niece move. It was uneventful, but 56, what the hell, I am definitely more diplomatic, and I love the contrast, right? I love it. It's just, there were certain points where, it kind of piles up, and then people get a little bit, turned off by the bickering or the negativism. That's all. Hey, Nikki. Jody, we all love Grandpa. What was that? Someone said something about something in my mouth before the kids. Yeah, it's kind of like when my little nieces and nephews are over, I have to watch my mouth too, even though I'm not very successful at it.
No.
No, I do. I let it out, but I do watch it live. I have a potty mouth. Every other word.
Yeah, but that's the only thing you have to watch is your language. I can watch my language. That's easy to do.
Well, I'm also a little more trained about watching what I say because what I did for a living, right? And if you're in court or you're arguing or in talking to somebody else, you have to be really aware of what you're saying. So it's probably a little easier for me, but I'm just trying to impart that on her, not attack or anything like that. She gets defensive.
I'm not being defensive.
You do it, which is all right, but I'm just saying it's for.
I'm trying to have you listen to my feelings, and you don't listen.
I get your feelings.
You don't. You just shut me down.
I understand your feelings. I'm just saying there's more people out here, right? When you're talking to 5,000 people, you're talking to people from every culture and every value system out there. So, and some of those people.
Okay.
It's not okay. I'm not saying change. I mean, there was five words that you could have avoided on that thing. That's all. 5 words that all stem from. 5 words is not changing your personality. It was just those 5 words, and I didn't even notice them at the time. It wasn't until I went back and watched. We're not arguing. This is marriage, guys. This is the way you deal with marital issues. You don't, shut them down and harbor anger or let it build. We let it out and we try and hash out our issues. That's what marriage is all about. And we're doing it right now in front of a lot of people. There's now people like that. But this is not a bad thing, guys. This is the way you work out problems, right? It's called marriage. That's true. Yeah, the viewers love a car wreck, right? But this is real life, and there's no I'm not angry. You want to get back on?
Well, I gotta wait to see what's happening
All right.
with this. They fucked up again, so.
They fucked up again?
What did I say? I don't know. What did I call you? What are the 5 words? I called you a narcissist,
Let's see.
which
It was-
we've used that word
No,
many
you
times
called me-
before.
An asshole narcissist. That's what you called me. And
What-
it was not even
What
like,
was the content?
we were talking about Jennifer, and you say you're just like Jennifer. You said we're an asshole
were.
narcissist. Yeah,
I said were.
right. You did.
So what's wrong with that?
That's not me. I don't have a problem with it. I'm
said-
just saying other
I
people
said
might, and you
he
can turn people off.
was.
Right. And,
Operative word was.
and it didn't bother me one iota, but it did bother other people.
Okay, now I have to worry about what other people say. Sorry, guys. I'm removing the word were and narcissist and asshole. I will put it to present day use. You are a narcissist and you are an asshole. How about that? Does that work?
That's better. I think. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. That was one.
Juicy chicken. There we go.
Jesus. Oh,
Juicy chicken.
juicy fucking chicken. For the love of God.
We had a juicy fucking turkey on Thanksgiving.
So now I guess the Salingers, if you want me to change my personality and my words I use, go talk to him. Leave it on the live comment and he will address it and change me to who I am. I will no longer say you were. I will no longer say you were. I will say you are. Would that change the context? Danielle, you must calm down. And then I have people on here telling me to calm down. And then I hear people saying, well, she is, because Dan said it. Now they're jumping on Dan. Me. Well, she is defensive, isn't she? Yes, I'm so defensive. Why are you so angry? Yes, Karen. Karen, coming from a Karen. Yes. No, because people even don't like real life. Hang out here to see what happens. People don't like real. That's the problem. They want fantasy. Fantasy. Here you get real. I'm not being hurt. Thank you, Lucia. Thank you. Yeah. Heather, thank you. I'm not perfect, but I'm close to it. Yeah. Calm down, honey. All right, motherfucker. People don't want real. That's why I offend so many people. Is because I'm too real. And I call them out. Real life is dysfunctional. Yes, we are dysfunctional. Just hang out and just see what he's gonna say. He's got to charge me for everything he replaces because he's not in-house. In-house guy told me he was coming out to revamp my whole system. But because he's contracted out, he can't do that unless he charges me for everything. The other guy that was here, and we talked about what we were doing, because the cameras don't work without the upgrade. So we're just, I talked to a supervisor because this is the 3rd time they've done this. And I said, we've been a loyal customer for blah, 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 blah. And so he's calling Comcast to try to get a tech out here because of the issue. Yes, trolls are jealous of strong women. Yeah, Denise, when I started this journey a year and a half ago, I have told Dan, I said, the minute I have to change myself, I'm not doing it, right? If I have to censor my words, if I have to overthink everything, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, right? Because it took me a long time to get where I am today. It took me a long time to defend myself. It took me a long time to speak my mind. It took me a long time to get happy with myself, right? I refuse to be, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. Russ, how you feeling, girl? Thanks, Lucia. Well, right, Robin. And that's the thing. Would people, Pete gets a lot of views without me too, because there are people that don't like me and they don't want to see me. But we are a unit. You know what I mean? We're a unit. We're here for 26 years. Today?
12 to 2 today, same guy.
Okay.
We're gonna ship it back to him. That's what she said.
Perfect.
Because he's causing all that.
Yeah.
They're gonna ship it back to him.
Okay.
They're gonna make him come out.
Okay,
And
perfect.
deal with it because whatever he promised you,
Yeah.
let him take care of it.
Yep.
Because for us, we don't know what the compensation, what he promised you. It's kind of hard for us to do our job because we can't really give you the stuff for free,
I get
this
it.
and that. You know,
Yeah.
it's part of the policy.
I get it. Don't
you know.
worry. I mean, it's. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And
so
thank you.
I got him coming out 12 to 2 today,
Perfect.
and let him get taken care of all the stuff
Yep.
and see what he can do.
Okay. And we'll go from there.
We'll go from there. Yeah.
All right.
Because I can't promise you anything, but he's the one who promised you, so let him
Yep.
deal with it.
Yep.
Let him
Perfect.
take care of it. Okay?
I agree.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks,
All
man.
right.
By the way, why are we getting that security system? I'm smiling over here, they can't see me.
He's smiling
I'm
because
smiling.
I get death threats. That's why.
You didn't get a death threat.
Yes, I did.
You just got a threat.
I got. He said, "Watch your back."
Yeah. So we're getting security. When you're on social media, you're out in front of a lot of people. This is not just, me bitching at Danielle. There's a lot of factors involved when you're out
I'm not.
when you're out on social media, and that's just one of them. We got to get this major security system. That's the life.
Real is best. Why are you obsessed with social media if you can't handle all sides? Oh, Karen coming in strong again with a name like Karen. Karen, this is what I have to say to you.
Blah, blah, blah.
There you go, Karen. Stop being a Karen, Karen. Thanks, Happy Rose. Ash, because people don't like me. And it was a man who gave me a death threat, by the way. People don't like me. I offend people so much that they keep coming back and want to antagonize me. They want to make me feel unsafe. They want to say things to scare me. And that wasn't the only one. But that was the first one on social media, on a live. So, yeah, Sally, and that's the thing too, right? We have BB, we've got a whole room of them. So let anybody come here. My son is waiting. The noise machines. Marilyn, thank you. Yes, I got his information. It's been reported to the local Elk Grove police. So, with that being said, it's had to, we've had to amp the ante a little bit. Hi, Twyla. Hi, Mars.
We're not gun people, but I have to keep a loaded gun within my reach when I sleep. Andrew has weapons upstairs.
Can you talk about that?
What?
Can you talk about that?
I don't know. I'm just saying
That's what I'm
that.
saying. I already handled that in a less forceful.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's more than just comments or troll comments that you have to worry about. It's a bigger issue.
Yeah.
You got to explain to people when you're bagging on me that it's not just social media, right? It's a lot more going on.
Richard, CCWs are very hard to get in California. They're very hard. But it's sad that creators have to, every creator deals with this stuff, right? Every creator deals with the bullies and the harassments and threatening comments and threatening letters and threatening emails. Unfortunately, right? But it's sad because, most of them, right? Probably Mary, I'm so sorry. Most of them are just threats. They don't go anywhere, right? But what about the small possibility that, that it could happen? So they force us to have to take greater aid in protection. Everybody who loves Grandpa, everybody who loves Dan, by giving those threats, puts them at risk, right? So if you really love them, why would you do it to their major caretaker, right? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? What do you think would happen if I wasn't here? What do you think would happen? This house would crumble. So think about those things. Think about those things. Ed knows my name. You imagine if I wasn't here for him? Could you imagine that? Yes, you want to protect Ed? Well, threatening me is not protection for Ed. That's not the way it works. And if I die because some lunatic shoots me down because I bug them that much, then that's the way it goes. Honestly, that's the way it goes. But think about what you're doing to the other people. Have I thought about getting off of social media because of threats? Why? Why would I leave? Why would I run with my tail between my legs? I love what I do, Teresa. I love what I do. I love that I'm able to help so many. I love that I'm able to motivate and talk and laugh with you guys. I would never leave because of threats that most likely won't go anywhere. So, I'm not gonna let trolls win. You know, that's what they want. They want you to run away. They want you to leave. They're trying to push you out because of their jealousy and their hate. But I won't do that because you guys mean that much more to me, for myself and for you. So I'm not gonna let them win. I will not give in. You know, like I said, if I take a bullet or somebody takes me, whatever, I'm happy where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the way I'm gonna go, that's the way I'm gonna go. But I'm gonna go down fighting, I can tell you that. But I will, thanks Nikki, but I will, I'm taking some precautions for myself. CCW is in the works. When Andrew gets back, we're going to the range. Yep, sun's out, guns out. And I'm gonna get me a little pew pew. I'm gonna learn how to work it, I'm gonna learn how to aim, and I'm gonna learn how to shoot for my own protection. Have I ever tried MMA? No, that shit scares me. I don't like blood, Veronica. That's why I say slick, and that's my biggest thing for Dan. You know, I get the fact that, you know, his biggest thing is, you know, we're expanding, right? This is a business. But there has to be, you know, like you said, do you on your channel. But just be a little bit more cautious when we're together. But being cautious means me not being myself, and I'm boring. It takes a lot of work when I have to be cautious. It's a lot of work. I thought I have made improvements, right? And that's the thing, is that in the last week, I'm cussing less. I'm addressing the trolls less together. And it's like, I keep getting shots fired, right? It doesn't matter how much improvement I give. They keep wanting to shoot. Pew, pew, Danielle. And him too. That's why I feel so irritated. So I'm like, can you not acknowledge, you know? Can you not acknowledge the improvements I made? You know, I told my friends already on the morning, an arm card, girl, not yet. I told them, I said, you guys, I'm going to be much different in the lives at night. That's why I'm doing my subscriber lives on TikTok. Same reason. I'm going to pop on at night. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have free nights. No, it is my business. I don't have a permit to carry yet, but it's really hard to get in Sacramento. So, thanks, Wendy. So anywho, it is what it is. I will prevail. I will do the best I can at night to not offend people, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I know, Heather, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that I can do that for you. Yes. People are mean, Linda. People are crazy. I am going to, let's see where I'm at. That guy screwed up my system. So 2, 3. I'm going to change over on TikTok to my subscriber lives only. So you can watch, but you can't comment. So if you want to try it, I'm gonna go pee before I switch it over. Veronica, I will, don't worry. Look at Leslie's comment. I'm gonna switch it over because I gotta start showing those that are subscribers how fun it will be. But let me go pee first.
I suspect that's Grandpa. I get yelled, "Go take over! I gotta pee!" Danielle will never not be Danielle. Don't worry, Happy Rose. Gee, I don't give in to the trolls. I love the trolls. She's back. Hi, funny me. Have a good day. All right.
So I'm gonna now, YouTube, I'll stay the same.
I'm not even a subscriber, so I can't watch.
You can watch, you just can't comment. Haha. So I'm gonna
Does it come up
do it.
automatically?
That's okay, Aunt Lala. You can still watch, girl. It's not taking you guys away completely. The live, the subscription is at the bottom of sub only chat. Okay, you guys, it's going off. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, so it's just.
You know, we could do a little hour sub live on your thing on Tuesday and Thursday.
That's what I was telling them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do special things for the sub lives.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, well, we don't have to do it that long, but we can do it.
What are
You.
those hey dudes doing there? Where's he?
What?
Who's wearing those hey dudes?
What are you talking about?
Where's hey dudes?
Oh, those are Justin's. Yeah, Justin's here. Okay, so yay. Hi guys. Welcome to the subscriber lives only. This is just a test since I'm only, I'm just trying to, no, I will be doing YouTubes, Heather. I am just, what I'm trying to do is add a different dimension for privacy. Privacy as far as, hi Sally, for this special. The people who want more one-on-one with maybe Dan and me, or Dan and Grandpa, or Grandpa and me, just like if I'm out going around doing some fun stuff, I can take you with me. The YouTube game is still here. I will always stay here. So the only benefit is, and that's okay, Taz, I'm not going anywhere. YouTubers, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing a test for the TikTok for the people who like the additional thing. So even Dan was like, oh my God, we can do lives, special. No shit, Sherlock. So we're gonna do that. Patreon, those of you who have the Patreon can also, I'm gonna start doing maybe something for the special people. We have about 178 Patreons, which is actually cheaper than TikTok, and TikTok takes a huge percentage of it. But it's not a moneymaker for me, right? I'm doing it to have. I didn't put it up. No, I don't know. So we will also maybe pick a night to do a Patreon live, and then we will do a night for subscriber and additional things with me on the subscriber lives on TikTok. So yes, so it will be, yeah. And you know, it's sad because, you know, TikTok pushes these things, right? But I now know why. At first I was like, I'm never gonna do that, right? Because I don't want people, there's other ways to make money. And they take a huge cut of it, but because there are so many outside forces. But I'm doing it so when I'm tired of the trolls, I can leave it. You know what I mean? I can leave it. There's not too many trolls on YouTube, so it's like nice. It's easy sailing. And sometimes YouTube gang, and that's fine. I'm not going anywhere, many options. But TikTok gets overwhelming sometimes. Yeah. And just the TikTokers will get additional time with me and with Dan and Grandpa if he's up for it. Sometimes with my Patreon, I sit down with Grandpa and I do videos, right, with Grandpa. Well, I can do that during the day. I can just pop on, pop on, and I can do those fun things during the day when maybe.
I didn't know I had subscription, but I have a bunch of subscribers. You can do it on mine as well. Whenever you do it on yours, and people are subscribing on mine, they'll come out both or one of the others.
Yeah, Kim, they are. I'm not doing that right now. It's too complicated right now. No incline for me, and I'm only running out of 5. Yeah, and Gina, you know, bye, Medina, have fun. Yeah, and I love being with you guys. You know what I mean? I know. It's like, holy hell, for the love of Pete, he cannot stop. I mean, it's nicer, right? Because there's less than 40 of you. If you want to chat, I see everything. You know, I already micromanage really well, but it's so much easier and so much fun. You can have with different conversations, you know? Nickel, number 9. So yeah, so no, I'm happy I succumbed to do it, but I gotta start doing it because the only way you can subscribe is when I'm on the live. So I put today that I was hoping to get 40 subscribers, so that way at least when I do the spontaneous lives, there's not like 5 people on. Maybe we'll get 10, you know, or something. Maybe we'll get almost 40. I don't know. Depends on how demanding, how easy your life is, right? We have a good group, Debbie, on YouTube, and I appreciate it. Heather, don't worry about it. Kathy, I am. I'm trying to do the best I can. You know, like I said, I hear Dan, right? I hear him. I understand what he's saying, but yet I also feel like sometimes he doesn't listen, right? I think he's very closed-minded at times. And I think that he needs to, instead of, yes, they were vicious, Kathy. So vicious. Hi, Jazz. And that's what stresses me out, is because I'm not going to be able to please everybody. I think I've done a better job. And instead of focusing on the negative, right? Hey, I do want to tell you, I have noticed, you know, you kind of keeping it cool. I appreciate that, you know? Hey, some lady got pissed off because she called me a narcissist and an asshole. But I used the word were, right? Were. Why are people not hearing that? You know, why? I don't understand. Why? You know? It's because I am confrontational with the trolls. I tell it like it is. I'm myself. People already have made the assumptions and have those opinions about me that they already want to see. Some people, troll censorship, I love it, Chrissy. It's kind of fun. Hi, Giselle. Welcome to the quiet group. Welcome to the no troll group. Welcome to the American dollar. I have to. You guys, see, for Kathy, like you, right? You saw it all. You saw how much ugliness there is. That's how I have to function. You know, yeah. Emily, love you, girl. That's how I cope, right? With the angry people, the miserable people, is to be feisty. To be feisty. That's how I cope. It makes me feel better, right? Because when you see, and I see all those comments, I see pretty much all of your comments, right? You see me. I'm always like this, you know, and I can see everything. So for somebody who can read so much, micromanage that well, why I can't say anything? Come on. Why can't I say anything? I'm just supposed to punch, uppercut, right hook, left hook, crotch punch, throat punch, eye gouge. And I'm just supposed to sit there and be nice. Thank you. Thank you for the nice accolade. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I am mean. Thank you. Oh, I'm a bitch. Thank you so much. I sure am. I appreciate it. Dan, divorce her. Okay. Now because you said it, let's do it, Dan. Dan, drop her off at the corner and don't look back. Okay, this sounds like a great idea. What? What the? Huh? And then you have the people. Don't respond to the negativity. Just focus on all the positive. I do focus on all the positive. Because without all the positive, I would be fucking dead, spit on, dragged out, shit on, and fucking left for dead. Good morning, Owen. You guys, I can't win. I'm just that bitch for everybody, so I'll take it. I'm gonna do a new hat. I'm that bitch. So for me, it's my coping mechanism. Sarcasm with my husband is my coping mechanism. It's also trying to embellish and have fun to make you guys laugh. Because how many of you are there and you're like, oh my God, that's my guy too, mother effer. What the hell do we do with him? We can't live without him or with him. That's true, right? I try to make fun of our shit. I try to make fun of Dan's issues. Dan's issues. Because it drives me nuts, right? He drives me nuts. I go crazy every day. So I'm gonna pick on him because he deserves it. For the love of Pete, y'all. For the love of Pete. And he giggles. He thinks it's funny. You know, that's one thing that I wish people would understand is social media has made me come out of my shell. Right? V. Frazier. Love you, girl. Social media has come out of my shell. I've gotten funnier. I've gotten wittier. I make people laugh, right? And at times, he looks at me like, wow, how the hell? What the hell? I wish I was that funny. Because he can't be. He can't be. Why would I try counseling? Single cheese. For what purpose? I'm fine. We are fine. We don't need counseling. We love each other. We have issues, but who fucking doesn't? Oh, did I cuss? My bad. Also, on the TikTok subscription, we can be a little less, like, I think we can be a little less, you know, I don't know. We can have fun, because here's the thing. Y'all aren't gonna report me for saying bad words, right? You ain't gonna report me for talking about pews, you know? So I think we have a little bit more leniency because it's the trolls that do that. Why pay for therapy? That's what I'm thinking. Why would I pay for therapy when you guys are my therapy? Right? You guys are my therapy. You know how many mornings I get off this thing after talking to you guys? Right? And I'm like, man, I feel so much better than when I started. My friends are fantabulous. But maybe it's because nobody can talk but me. I don't know. Control issues? No. Maybe. No. It's tiring. Talking. Bye, fat boy. Give the wifey a hug. Yeah. So, that's it. Well, how many miles? I don't even know. 2, 4, 9, almost 5 miles. Still not 5. So it's nice to be like, you're like it's like a vending, right? It's like we can, he doesn't care. Single cheese, that's one thing we don't give a shit about, right? We're open people for the most part. We do have some privacy stuff, but for the most part, we don't look at it as a bad thing. We don't look at having disputes or differences of opinions as a bad thing, because it's not. To us, it's real life, right? It's real life. We all disagree with our spouses. Like he was saying earlier, you know, we don't look at it bad. It's the facts of life. Well, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not shamed, right? Yeah, we laugh at it. I'm not ashamed of our conflicts, right? Why would I be? You know, people don't like it when I talk about my womanly issues. Too much. You're giving too much. Don't you have any privacy? Believe it or not, I do. Believe it or not, but to me, if I'm talking about an itchy vagina, and people don't know, you know how many people, by talking about my itchy vagina, were like, oh my God, is that the problem? How many eye-opening experience, you know, people have. I help people by talking about certain things. They're like, shit, does that mean I'm perimenopausal? Bitch, most likely, yes. Yes. But they do rustics, that's the thing. People like to, it's easier to deflect than it is to reflect, right? It's easier to deflect than it is to reflect. Say that again. It's easier to deflect than it is to reflect on your own person. Having to admit you're wrong, having to admit that you're the problem or that you're at fault is difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people are defensive, right? People thought I was being defensive when Dan was talking about the issue. I was being defensive because I feel like he doesn't listen to me, right? I feel like it doesn't matter in our relationship how I feel because he's not empathetic towards my feelings. Ever, I feel. Ever. He shuts me out because his word is more important than mine. I see the big picture, right? I understand what he's saying, but I feel like he doesn't understand what I'm saying. I feel like he's telling you that, but I still feel like he doesn't understand the joy at which I find within myself for finally being where I am today. And how, you know, yes, people aren't going to understand. People don't like our swearing. People don't like how I am with Grandpa. People don't like me putting Dan down. People don't like the way I talk to Dan. Grandpa, you name it, you got it. Some of those people, hi Audrey. Some of those people, yeah, and I don't think he gets the hate like I do, right? Everybody assumes, right, for the most part, that I'm the evil one, Dan's the perfect one. Oh, Howard, this is a new one, so hopefully not. Oh, bye, have fun, Judy. Have fun. Oh, shit. It's the way it is when kids are old. I feel like it's a lose-lose sort here. Social media. You either get it or you don't. I don't think Dan would want me. Well, he would want me on my back, will he? More. But you did? Woohoo! Audrey got a hoodie. Get it, girl. I can't please everybody. And I feel like he's proud of me. I know that, right? I know that he's proud of me. I know that he is amazed by me at times. I know he's impressed. I know he's one of my biggest supporters. I know he is. But I think sometimes I'm so defensive. I'm sorry, Judes, but you'll have fun anyway. I feel like I'm so defensive because I feel like sometimes, even though I know those things, right? I know the way he looks at me sometimes, he's, just in awe of me and how far I've come. But I think because maybe I don't hear it enough, I don't have that extra pat on the back at times, right? So I feel like sometimes, even though I know, right? It's like, even though I know the negative I know there's so much more positive out there, but I still want to be supported in the verbal word. Does that make sense? So I feel like everything he does is attacks me, which he probably feels the same way with me because that's just kind of how we've shifted into our relationship, which is not a bad thing. But I think with this expansion of our business and the things we do right within the house, I feel like sometimes I just want him to say, I understand, right? I understand. I get it. I see what you're saying. I just would like it if maybe you just do the best you can. That's it. And I feel that way too, Kim. And I don't know, Kim, I forget, but that was a huge problem for me at the beginning of social media. I felt like he didn't support me enough. I felt like he didn't, to the trolls, right? I've always felt that if he repeatedly every time saw a negative comment, right, and said something like, no, you guys don't understand, she's just misunderstood. Nope, I love my wife. Nope, you shouldn't, whatever. I feel like, for the most part, those people who are still here would have less of a chance to get away with all the ugliness. I think. I could be wrong, but we've had this argument a lot on social media lives. Like, support me. Like, defend me. Well, I don't see them. How can you not see them? They're all over the place. And that's what I feel, Kim. I was silent for so long that I feel like being silent gives people the nonverbal okay to keep being ugly. I'm just saying. I've always felt that, but I was never strong enough to say it. Now I am. And now I'm still getting badgered and bagged on because of what my beliefs are. And, and we women get to a certain age where we're like, fuck it, right? Fuck it. Why do I need to impress anybody? Like me, love me, or don't. The choice is yours. And if you don't like me, get the fuck off. Stay on Dan's page. It's that simple. It's that simple. I believe that, Emily. I believe if he set the tone, I think, and maybe I razz him a little bit more on lives because I think it's funny. But maybe it's a little bit too like, well, you're going to be an ass, then I'm just going to, razz you more. It makes me feel better. So you don't want to support me, then I'm just going to barb at you more because that's what we do. No, and it's so frustrating, Heather, right? It's so frustrating that I feel he's very strong. He's very strong. Dan has very strong opinions. And it's hard to get a word in edgewise, 100%. And it's hard for him just to be like, I see your point, you know? I see your point. But he doesn't say sorry, so he's never going to see that. He only says it to you guys. Because you guys say stuff, right? He reads your comments, and it's not just me saying it, it's other people. Yeah. Well, you know, single cheese, everybody's love language is different, right? His is touch. Mine is, you know, his is cigs. Mine's more touch and words of affirmation, right? Words of affirmation. And when you, it's work, right? It doesn't come easy. People get upset, right? Women typically are very emotional humans. It does many, and you know, here's the thing, many opinions. I'm going to tell you something. The ones that I choose to pick on, majority of those people, once I say something, they don't come back. I say it, they either report me for bullying and harassment, or they don't come back. It's the ones that keep coming back, right? It's the ones, like, I pay attention. I see names that come in. I see the same trolls coming in and out every day. I see them. It's the ones that obviously come back to torment me. But I have a choice. I can let them continue to bully, or I can block them. The ones that don't necessarily, I mean, if they use the words like abuse, they call me a bitch, they're gone. You know, name calling is not to be tolerated. If they threaten or say that, you know, they use the word, I abuse grandpa, they're out. There's no tolerance for that stuff. But the other ones, you know, when you chastise them and they don't come back, they run away with their tail between their legs, jury's still out, I think. And a lot of people have come back. Yes, I had moderators, Kathy. But sometimes it's so much for them. You know, the comments are going so quickly. And Dan likes to do his channel differently. There's a lot of words I don't hold my breath for, Heather, let me tell you. They're bored. Some of them get off on it. Some of them are probably laughing. They probably like me, but they do it just on purpose, you know, or they really don't. You know, you just never know what they do. But it was a lot last night. And Dan sucks. He's ADHD. He can't see. He doesn't watch. He's not quick on the draw. And that's the one thing he does. So they have rules from Dan on Dan's channel. And Dan's just like, unless they're very mean or threatening or whatever, get rid of them. But other than that, just leave them be. So they do what Dan says. They leave them be. Sometimes they don't listen to Dan. Sometimes the moderators don't like the way people talk to me, so they will take it upon themselves. Sometimes I talk to them and I say, y'all, do what you need to do, because it's starting to piss me off, right? Especially if I can't talk back. I know, but it's not, single cheese, it's not that easy, you know? It's easy for you to say that. Single cheese said, just remember, you know, there are happy people. I know that. I know they want attention. But when you get shots fired every 2 seconds, it's hard to just sit there and take it. When I can't respond, you know, that's the way I release, is by responding. Moderators do answer questions as well, especially like the simple ones that, you know, I hate repeating. Most of them know me. And so very well for the last year. So they do respond for me. Let me see, what am I? 3, 4, 5. Almost at 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So most of them know me, and they just try to do the things that they think is fair. That's it.
Watching from Kansas. Well, hello in Kansas. You treat Grandpa great. So, and you all know, Linda, like when I talk, every time I say Linda, I always want to say, Linda, Linda, Linda. Hi, Slicky. I saw it. Welcome to the fun. No, most of them wouldn't say it to my face, right? Because they would get a punch in the nose. You know, I would love to come and, I wonder what I would do. Oh, you do? Oh, Judy, that's my girl. I wonder what they would do. You know, I wonder what I would do if they came up to me and they're like, God, I hate you. You're such a bitch. Would I just look at them like I do on here and say, okay, bless your heart? Or would I like punch him in the nose? Slick, this is going to be, the subscription is going to be like additional stuff just for you guys. Sometimes if I'm like pissed off at the trolls, I'll just switch it over just for you guys. So would I throw hands? I wonder if I would. No, I can't. Now that I can't do. I know. Don't wait. Do it. Have the first one. Christen the bowl. Do it, Judy. Do it. I'll bring the shams. I gouge them. Self-defense. I thought they were going to attack me, officer. They're mean. Oh, Lord. I don't know. Put up your dukes and fight. But anyway, Linda, squirrel. I do okay. You know, I do okay. I had a failed moment, you know, Thanksgiving after that walk. The walk that I got, you know, I posted today on the big account. I fuck up all the time, right? Oh, Jenny, thank you. Oh yeah. That's what I do, girl. It's my fun fact. I fuck up too. You know, we were both triggered at the same time. He wouldn't sit still. He was putting himself at risk for walking outside. I picked him up several times and sat his fanny down on the couch, right? Because I was worried about him. And you could see the agitation he had in that video, you know? You should have seen every 2 seconds he was resetting. I need to go out and find the kids. I need to go out and find, you're not going outside. Why? Because you're 91 and you fall. I'm not 91 and I don't fall. I need to go find my kids. Ed, Josh is an adult. He's out there. Josh is not an adult. He's young. He's 20. He thought he was 20. But he doesn't know his way back. I promise you he knows his way back, you know? And it just became, and I'm trying to finish dinner, right? I finally had to take him and pick him up. I picked him up and I sat him down, you know, a couple times because he wasn't getting it. And he was gonna pick it. He didn't care. He was walking through me, you know? When he gets that way, you know, there is no getting through to him. I called Dan. I was trying to redirect. Hey, you want a cookie? No, I need to go find the kids. Hey, come here with me. Nope, I got to go find the kids. I couldn't do it. I failed in that moment because I couldn't get him redirected, right? But he's stubborn. And then I became stubborn because I'm worried about him falling. Could you imagine? Dan, sorry, your dad fell. Well, why? He snuck out of the house. How did he do that? Trying to find the kids, and Josh and Rocky and Hannah. Fermented shrimp. I smell it, GSR. No, it wasn't sundowning at that moment. We were on a walk, and we had to turn around because Grandpa couldn't walk far anymore. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. So I did about 6 with the walk. Okay. And he just, when he's set on something, right, that's when you try to redirect to try to get him off. But he was so worried about their safety that I just couldn't, you know. They're my kids. No, they're not. One of them is. But you're the grandfather. Their parents are with them. I need them. I need to find them. No, Ed. And he was yelling at me, right? He was gonna go find them. He doesn't realize he couldn't walk down the... I mean, I guess the worst case scenario is I could have gotten a chair, but I don't think he would have sat down.
You know, that's the thing. Maybe I could have gotten a chair and sat outside with him, but I was doing the gravy and I couldn't anyhow, you know, but I don't think he would have gotten up and walked and tried to find them, you know. I don't know. So I did the best I could in the moment that I had with the stuff on the stove and, you know, getting everything ready because we ate right after that. But, you know, we fail. We're not perfect. And I like to talk about my imperfections more than I like to talk about the things I do that's right, especially when it comes to him. Because as caregivers know, this is a thankless job. This is a hard job. And it's really hard to keep both feet on the ground and be patient and sane all day long, right? I like to tell you about my failures because I think, to me, it's important for myself. I learn from them at times. At times there's no learning from them because I tried to do the best I can. And I think it's important for all you caregivers or the people who have caregived and have run into the same problem and have also felt guilty for those, right? I felt guilty, right? Because I haven't raised my voice like that to him. People are like, oh, all you do, hold on, I gotta move something. All you do is yell at that poor man. No, that's not yelling. That's talking. Yelling was what I did that night. You know, yelling was what I did. Sorry, my spray is leaking. Yelling is what I did, you know, to get him to calm down because he was yelling. I was yelling. We were all yelling. He was triggered. I was triggered. And it was a moment. The good thing is he forgets that, but we don't. Right? We don't. We don't. So that's what I like to talk about. Are my failures every day. For those of you who go through the same thing. I am not perfect and I never want to be perfect because if I was perfect, then, well, what would I have to learn? You know, what would I have to learn? And I think it's better to be imperfect than it is to be perfect because, you know what? I don't want to stop learning. I want to stop evolve. I want to continue to evolve in life. And I want to continue to be and learn to be a better person. But it is what it is, right? You guys, it is what it is. It was horrible. It was horrible. And I feel like, I think too, in that sense, like, you know, I was proud, right? I was home with Grandpa. I knew there could be troubles, right? I wasn't worried about actually anything throughout the day. I did not anticipate that. I did anticipate after they left the, you know, up and down, where's the kids, where's Josh, where's this, where's that, because that's typically what happens. And I think I felt so defeated because I was like, nope, we're going to have a good day. Don't worry about it. I got this. We're good. Yeah, I got Grandpa. It's easy. I got this. It's easy. And I think that's why I get so pissed off when Dan's like, you know, he says, well, he missed me. He wanted me there. You know, it's like, what? Why do you have to say that? Again, why don't you say thank you? You did the best you could do. What he said, or I told him the whole situation, and I told him what I said. And he said, well, there was a way you could have handled that differently. I said, what? How you feeling?
It's my throat.
I said, I don't think you could have gotten it any other way. I really don't feel like that. Well, no, I would have been able to do it. I'm like, maybe it wouldn't have happened if you were there, right? I don't know. But it's like I can never get recognition. Like, you did a good job. I mean, if that was one thing that happened, everything else was easy. No, I just get completely, you know. Well, you could have done better. All right, then. So then I start getting upset with that, right? Because I think I did a good job overall. I think I did a good job. But whatever. I hate screaming babies on planes. I really do. You know, I always got mad at the people, and here's the oxymoron with that. I always got mad at the people who would look at my kids when they were misbehaving. Because I wasn't afraid to smack my kid on the plane or whatever. But what I was, you know, but now I know I am that person. I am that person. Now I get it. So for all the looks I gave to the people who, for the people who gave me and my kids, I get it now. I didn't get it before. When you're away from your kids, you do not want to be surrounded by screaming babies. Just saying. Good. Good girl, Judy. Single cheese. This is another trigger for me. Why would we hire a caregiver for grandpa for a couple days a week? It doesn't make sense to me. Because obviously you don't understand that grandpa would not want a stranger in a house, let alone listen to a stranger. He doesn't even listen to me when he's in that agitated state. And if Dan and I left, what do you think would happen? Just a question. Think about that. Think about it. Woohoo! Sonia, get it, girl. And now I believe for all of you subscribers, when I go live, you get an automatic, what do you call it? You get an automatic notice, like Danielle is live. And I stopped doing field trips, GSR. I did. I couldn't handle it. I could not handle to be around other people's kids. And that's another reason why I didn't finish my teacher credential, is because I realized that my kids were enough, Dan was enough, and I was like, what am I thinking? I can't put my hands on anybody else. I would get fired. I would get fired. I would be fired in the first. Could you imagine me? Excuse me. Breaking out the southern accent. What did you just say, sweet pea? They would be like, why? My teacher has multiple personalities, Ma. She talks normal and then she talks in a different weird accent. What? Huh? What'd you say? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Yes, I said it. Go outside until I tell you to come back in. I couldn't do it. You guys, could you imagine me doing telemarketing? What the fuck are you coming at me like that? I accidentally cussed at the guy who was here. Don't tell Dan. Because I was pissed inside. I was pissed. He pissed me off. But I didn't realize. I thought he was a Comcast guy. And I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Ma'am, please don't use that language with me. And I said, I apologize. It's not you. It's me. Let's go outside. What? But he was getting attitude with me.
Who?
And so I was like, bitch, you ain't going to give attitude with me.
Who?
Could you, Matt, well, here you are again.
Who's getting attitude?
That guy.
What, that Comcast guy?
Yeah. We both stopped.
What attitude? Jesus. I mean,
He was getting
juicy.
lippy with me. Yeah.
Lippy?
He was getting lippy. Did you hear Dan? We both stopped at the same time. That was funny. If only. Did you catch that? I caught it on myself. See?
What?
And you say I don't catch things. I caught myself in that moment, and then you realized and you were going to say the same thing, and you caught yourself. Give me a pat on the back.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
have no idea what you're talking
Bria's
about.
like, I saw that. You
What?
The little man that was here. He was getting lippy with me. And so I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I don't like it, and we need to fix it. Ma'am, don't get upset with me. Don't use that language. I said, then let's step outside.
I thought he was a nice guy.
Well, he ended up changing it. He changed his tune when I was like, you guys don't understand. No apology to you, but this is the third, fourth week this has happened to me. So you can see why I'm frustrated. And he called his, by the way, he called his supervisor. Are you ready for the supervisor's name? Are you ready for his supervisor's name?
Karen.
Fuck.
Huh?
Fuck.
What?
He said, I know, fuck.
What?
Wait a minute. And I was like, what? I said, what's his name? He said, fuck.
He said fuck?
He said, fuck. His name is Fuck. So he was getting lippy with me. And
Fuck was
so
getting
then the guy that was here said, you know what? I'm going to call Comcast. And I said, thank you. And so his name was Fuck. How do you say, hi, Mr. Fuck? So I got on the phone.
You almost bashed me in the nose with that.
And I said, well, hey there. Mr. Fuck? Fuck? Who? What's your name? Fuck. How do you spell that? Fucphucpuc? How do you spell that exactly? How do you spell fuck? A name. Anybody? I know. He's been here all morning, feisty girl. He won't leave me. And my bad attitude that he says I have.
I'm gonna watch my YouTube videos.
Feisty girl, he's silenced me once again. Yep. I need to fuck. Oh, Phuk.
It's Fook, by the way.
He said fuck.
It's Fook.
Well, it could be Fook, but he said fuck. Oh, golly. Now, I didn't understand, so I just said, well, I almost said, well, hello, Mr. Fuck. I couldn't do it. I would have literally, seriously started laughing. When he said fuck, I kind of looked at him. Well, fuck, hold on. What's his name? Fuck. Okay. Huh? Ugh. So difficult. Anywho. Fun times, guys. Fun times. We had a few boys names. Fuck. Oh, Phuc. Yes, Vietnamese. But he was also an ass on the phone. I don't care if his name was Fuck, Fook, or Fuck you. He was mean, too. And I just don't tolerate men like that, in general. Not the, just in general, when they talk down to women. Puck? He said fuck, GSR. Pung? So, my neighbor's name is Hung Do. It makes me laugh, because that's how I remembered his name. But it's Hung Do. Get it? Hung Do. Anyhow, that's how I remembered at the beginning. And his wife, I don't remember. Van, I think her name is. Hung Do. D-O. Hung Do. Yeah. Hung Do. But I'm Hung Do. Get it? He's probably like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, you have to have fun with stuff like that. And so most of the time when I try to remember people's names, I do it, especially neighbors that you don't talk to all the time. He's not Low, he's Do. Her name is Van. No shit. It's Hung and Van. Do. His kids, I don't remember what they are. I digress. I don't know. Where am I? Who am I? What's my name? Suvana Bupa. Suvana Bufa. Bupa or Bufa? Bufa. Thank you, Diane. Sylvana Bufa. Savannah Bufa? Oh my God. I was never hit with a belt. My mom's hand was enough. I did? What's the catch? I said it, so what's the catch? Bufa? Pho. PH, like pho, like the food you eat. So I was never hit, no, I've never been hit with anything other than my mom's hands or pinched by my mom's fingers. Yeah, I never had, yeah, so, the hand was enough. But the hands was enough. Whose fucking name was that, GSR? Is that yours? Write it again. I forgot it already. Your father's fist, well, that's not fun. My uncle used to flick me, and I hated that. I was like, oh, in the ear or on the cheek. God, I hated that. Oh my God. A cord? Shit. Was my mama... I think my mama was an open hat slapper. I didn't get the backhand all that much. I think I remember more open slaps and that pinch. So my friend's mom used to make her pick, I told you guys, used to make her pick out her own switch. Switch. Well, you go out there right now and you go pick yourself out a switch. Come back with 2 and I'll pick the best one. And I had to watch it. I had to watch it. Do you know how mortifying that was for me at that age to watch that? And I it was almost like an additional punishment for her if she was going to, if she said God, she got switched. And then she was just sassy. Because I get it. She was the oldest. There was 2. It was her and her little brother. But here's the thing. God, right. Like, come on, Dad, give me a break somewhere. With braces. God, I did that one time and I felt so bad because it's just a reaction for a mom, like to smash and then their lips all bloody. You're like, shit, I got the braces. Chinese vases. What, those big ones that stand on the floor that are like metal? Mom just swapped me. Yeah, I didn't make it a habit of slapping in the mouth, especially after that one time I did, and one of my kids had braces, and I felt really bad. But and then you learn. You're like, well, I can't do that again. Shit, lips all swollen and shit. What happened? My mama hit me. Oh no, she did. Yeah. Soap in the braces. Oh my God, like grater. Open your mouth. Was it Danielle? It was probably because she was a smart ass, just like her mama, even when she was young. She got a backhand a couple times. You know what she used to do when she was little? She used to say, and she had braces in like 2nd and 3rd grade, and that was her worst age because everything was, woe is me, I'm the victim, middle child, I'm so sad. And she would run up the stairs and she was very verbal and she would say, I hate you! I hate you! And I was like, this bitch. She would go running. I would go running, who's going to hit you first, And she would get behind her door and start screaming because I was coming. Ever told me you hit me? You'll hear that. Okay, I'm sorry. And then she would shut the door. And then she would say, I hate you, you little. I could have opened the door, but I didn't. I needed to, take a deep breath like I do with the trolls. That's because he kept using the word fool. Oh, shit. I do regret that. I know. It's those things that we do, right? And years later, we think about still. And it still bothers us. Like, remember that one time, even the one time that Dan smacked Jennifer? She deserved it, right? Open smack on her thigh, and all 5 fingers were left. And they stayed there. They stayed there. She bruised, right? And at that time, I was a daycare, I was a manager in the daycare. I'm like, great, now they're going to call CPS on us. And don't mind the handprint. We now know we can't slap Jennifer on the behind. Her skin's way too sensitive. That bitch would bruise, If I poked her, sometimes like, you better watch yourself, and you poke them. Anybody poke their kids, you better watch, She would have a bruise. I was like, we can't touch this kid. What the hell? Is this a punishment for me? Because I can't smack her. I can't pinch her. She bruises. She welts up. She looks like a battered child. Oh, God, that was hard. So then we just resorted to pulling the ponytail. Get upstairs. Oh, my God, you punched a bully in the face, Willie? Holy shit. I'd stump up the window stairs inside my bedroom. They're showing out with my stuffed animals. Oh, shit. He would come get you. I'm finding you, like E.T., And E.T., remember, he's sitting there and all the stuffed animals. Daddy, it's not me. You think it's me, it's not. It's not funny. Can I make fun of that? Shit, it makes me uncomfortable, Sue. I used to, I hate you. After the dad. Because you knew you were safe. once you were behind the door, right? Weren't you safe? Because most parents wouldn't take the time to open up the door. I didn't. I just get that. That was my cooling off period. And then, she would, then they would come downstairs like this, like an hour later, you know, and they look around the corner and I'm like this. What do you want? You want to come out now? You better apologize to your mama. She was stubborn. Most of the time she went back upstairs because she wouldn't apologize to me. Yeah, trip her and push her, kick her. Oh, I'm sorry. Who did that? How did you wind up on your face? Facial scrub. Shit. You tripped over that toy right there. My bad. I'm sorry. Mama should have picked that up. My look was never enough. I mean, Hannah would literally now you just take their phone. Their world ends. Yeah, see, I couldn't do that with my kids at that time because they didn't care. My kids were stubborn little fucks. Go figure, right? Now I'm going to have some big troll messaging Dan. She just called your kids little fucks. Yeah, we're little fucks. Yes, you're about, Richard, you're 5 seconds in the rear typically. I do have to walk away and process because I'm going to kill. But yeah, no, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, they were just like, Jennifer, yeah, they tattled to Dan. Well, your wife just needs to be a little bit better with the way she says things. She said you were a narcissist and an asshole. Yeah, were. The fuck? He was. And I'm standing to it, little fucks. So, anywho, I digress again. Am I bitter? Yes, I'm bitter. Haha. And the trolls on TikTok can't even say a thing. Subscriber live. Becoming a parent has made me realize I have no patience. It's made me realize that now I get why my mama had no patience. Me. I'm the problem, it's me. It's not funny. Woo! That's funny. Now I can say whatever I want. And they're probably like, what the fuck? You bitch. I know. You are. You're defensive. Not no more. Anyhow. I'm going to antagonize her now. That's bad. Sorry, Danielle. So bad of you. I know. Girl. It's fun, though. Just a bit. So, yeah. No. Now I get it. I realized as a parent, I could get very angry and very frustrated and very hurtful at one time. I wish I could, my brother until, oh, shit. Janine, and I'm sorry for anybody. It breaks my heart that so many of you have had, I joke about the childhood, and the smacks and the gummy smacks and not the face, Jim. Now you know. Yeah, no face. And just know, again, I never say anything to hurt anybody because that's not my nature. My nature is not to offend people. My nature is not to hurt people. I don't do that. But I just try to be funny. And if you can't make fun of certain things, so I hope those of you who had a situation that was unlike mine or some people's, whether or not you had a crappy mom, a crappy dad, you were, corporal punishment was used in your household, that's not something I support, right? And I wish that your childhoods were, I wish you had a better childhood. And it really hates, to see children today in those issues, in those environments just breaks my heart. I could never imagine, how parents can treat their kids. I mean, we get angry, right? We smack. I don't beat. I don't switch. I don't, belt. I don't, anything, because to me that was too much for me, I could never imagine. I just could never imagine. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you guys dealt with that. My teeth have moved. My mouth's gotten crooked. I notice, and this is like the hard thing, you guys. My TMJ, which I haven't been working on the last week, my stuff. It's, yeah, again, as parents, as caregivers, we beat ourselves up over the things that, we thought were the best things that right? We only know what we knew. We only knew what we knew at the time, and we thought that it was in the best interest. I grew up with spanks. My uncle used to flick me, when I was misbehaving, even though I didn't feel like I was, but whatever, Leo. I didn't grow up with an open hand constantly on my body. I grew up with it when it was probably well-deserved. And, we tend to parent the same way. I don't disagree with, a smack here and there. I turned out fine, I think. Shit. Shit. Chrissy, beat those fuckers up. And that's the thing, is that just people, to me, I wonder what I would have done, if I was ever in a situation like that, where the man overpowered me or tried to exhibit control over me. You always wonder about that. Chrissy, I know, I saw that. You said it prepared you. Chrissy was saying that prepared me for manhandling men. That breaks my heart. It's part of our journey, right? It's part of our journey. I try to... yes, and I do believe that, Judy, too. Judy says, and being a grandparent gives you those second choices. And I think that's why Dan can't wait to be a grandparent. Dark humor, yeah, I have a friend who's really dark, and sometimes she makes me uncomfortable because she's so dark. For me, I laugh a lot, right? My laughing sometimes is uncomfortableness. Sometimes it's because I think it's funny, or whatever. But there is a moment when I'm really uncomfortable. I start laughing because I'm just like, I don't even know how to respond. I don't even know what to do. Oh no, abort the mission, right? What are you talking about, Bob Saget? Am I Bob Saget? No. I know, it's gonna lag. And we laugh. I do believe it's important to laugh at the pain. I believe it's important. This is just only my, oh, where's Bob Saget? Bob Saget's here? Bob, where are you at? What are you talking about? Where's Bob Saget? You're seeing Bob Saget? Chelsea! Where's Bob? Bob! Where you be? Is he here? The fuck? What? Somebody called Chelsea's mom. Is she okay? Is she okay? Chelsea. Chelsea. So, who's got her number? I said, where's Bob? Now you're making me worried, girl. Shit. But you know me, I have to make fun of things. Chelsea knows I'm making fun of her right now. Because she makes me uncomfortable with Bob Saget. She's tripped me out. You see Bob Saget? Which way? Where? Bob, you here? Bring it on, Bob. What happened? Did you slip and fall? Shit. I need dark humor. I need, just like with the trolls, I like to have fun with them because it helps me. It doesn't make it right. And you're right. I shouldn't be doing it. I should leave them alone. But mother love of Pete, mother. How can you leave them alone when they're so angry? They're so mean. And some of those trolls have come back and they have thanked me and said, I'm sorry, Danielle. I paid closer attention to you for everything I said. I apologize. Bam. Bam. Shit. Who knows? I don't know. Second. I can't. I'm still stuck on the second. Where's second? Second. Yeah, it sounds like I'm saying suck it. That's a new call out. Second. I'm just humoring myself. Anyhow. You'll be yelling at the screen. Everybody's yelling at the screen. Second. Shit. Anywho. I can't. I'm a Taurus too. Single cheese. Maybe that's why you like me. I don't know. I just, I think a little bit is the menopause, a little bit is social media, and a little bit is just not giving a fuck. How many fucks do I give? Not one fuck, not two fucks, not three fucks, not four. I have finally, like I said, gotten to the point in my life where I don't care. Maybe I should care more. I don't know. But I've cared so much about offending people and saying things that, possibly could have offended somebody, or overthinking everything and being afraid to say what I really wanted to say for fear of being yelled at or judged or clapped back on. And I'm not there anymore. I'm not there anymore. So I think that's why I protect myself so much with the trolls. It's an interesting dichotomy, right? I mean, with the trolls, with my husband, it's not meant to be.
Your daughter's in there cooking for her boyfriend and it smells so damn good.
Yeah, because he does nice things for her too.
I don't do anything nice for you?
No, you don't. You make messes and bring ants in the house.
It smells. She made your dish.
Saget! Is this Saget?
What do you want to do for lunch?
Bob!
Huh?
Saget!
What do you want to do? Bob Saget. He's dead, by the way. What do you want to do for lunch?
I'm not doing anything for lunch.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, you're always hungry.
I'm going to go for a walk.
Didn't you just walk?
No, I haven't walked yet.
I thought you walked.
No, I have not walked. When
You're
did you
leaving
go?
me? You're leaving this mean person with your father?
And he's getting up, so hurry up.
You trust me?
Do I trust you?
Come on, Dan.
Hannah's here to make sure you're all right. Oh. All right, I'll be back.
Fuck you, Dan.
What?
Fuck you narcissistic asshole.
All right, fuck you too.
Anyway, I'm leaving now. I gotta go take care of Grandpa because what time is it? Shit! This is the time he starts going cuckoo and I'm gonna have to make him lunch. This mean person is out, y'all. Out. Bye, troll. Sorry you couldn't comment anymore. Subscribers. Sack it out. Sack it out. I will be on. I'm gonna surprise you guys, so be ready. Keep your phones on you because you will see Danielle Salinger is coming on. Just kidding. Anyhow, don't forget, you are important, you matter, and you're worthy. Your feelings are just that, yours, right? Don't let people like Dan tell you that you can't believe or feel the things that you're feeling and show support to the friends and the family and the wives. Listen. Open up your ears and listen, Linda. Linda, listen. Anyhow, so stay tuned for surprises, my subscribers. Love you guys. Anyhow, see ya. Bob! No, I like Saget. Saget! Because you can't. Anyhow, you guys have a great day. Happy Saturday, not Sunday. May your turkeys be full and... No. May your bellies be full with second day leftovers or turkey surprise. Anyhow, love you guys. See you later.